Hello everyone! In this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Moeed Pirzada to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Moeed Pirzada's words. I'm returning to this YouTube channel after almost 2 days. And with that, there are many important developments before me. These are related to India, Pakistan and the USA. There's the dispute between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Elon Musk has started this new issue with Donald Trump. What is Elon Musk's real intention behind this? What can Donald Trump do to Elon Musk that he's giving so many threats? Regarding Pakistan, Imran Khan has decided once again to call for protests after the 10th of Muharram. We learned about this when on Tuesday his close associate Mrs. Alima Khan held a press talk. Although she was not allowed to meet Imran Khan, his other sisters, Dr. Uzma and Noreen, met Imran Khan and he gave a message about the protest. Salman Akram Raja will explain the protest strategy to people. However, Salman Akram Raja was not allowed to meet Imran Khan. Similarly, Imran Khan's lawyers like Barrister Salman Safdar and spokesperson Niyazullah Niazi were also not allowed to meet him. These are all the developments before me. But there is one very interesting development, which is indeed a development. One of Pakistan's most popular television anchors and political analysts, Mr. Hamid Mir, has started making videos in English for the larger world. His fourth video, in the style of Gate Number 4, includes threats to India and Israel. He warned not to be under any misunderstanding, addressing Israel and India, meaning Narendra Modi and Nathan, that if they look at Pakistan with bad intentions, Pakistan can denuclearize both Israel and India. I remember when we all lived happily in Pakistan many years ago, and the relations were good even then. Hamid Mir and another TV anchor invited a young Pakistani engineer who invented a water-powered car. There were TV programs on this. These are all interesting developments, and it shows there are many developments I want to cover. But before that, I request and remind you to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't yet, press the bell icon for notifications, open YouTube's notifications, and join the WhatsApp channel, which I often advertise. The link is pinned in the tweets and in the description and on end screens. Almost 33,000 people have joined it. This channel helps a lot to reach you the right information. Now, I want to apologize for 2 small things. Someone wrote that the word is not genocide. It is genocide. The correct English pronunciation is genocide. But because we hear it often from Indians and Pakistanis in our own way, sometimes the pronunciation changes. You are right. Thank you for the correction. Second, in the interview I did with Senator Saud Anwar, who has been elected senator 4 times from Connecticut, there was a bit of an issue with visuals and sound, but it was a very serious, objective and positive discussion. Unfortunately, only 35,000 people watched it on GVS News, but it deserved at least 100,000 views. In that discussion, I mentioned a point, though not a very serious argument, that the size of the Indian American community is 2 to 3 times bigger than the Pakistani American community. I estimated the Pakistani community to be about 1 million, which many people agree on, and I thought the Indian community to be 3 million or 33 million. But many corrected me that according to surveys and US government data, the Indian American community is around 5 to 5.2 million, while Pakistanis are about 700,000. So the Indian community is about 7 times bigger than the Pakistani community, which explains their strong presence in Congress, Senate, and scientific and technological communities in the US. So apologies for that. This channel is watched by educated people, and I rarely see such critical comments anywhere else. Other podcasts mostly get praises. One name is the Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, who recently attended an emergency meeting at an operational centre to address water reservoir capacity. The headline says that due to India's actions, Pakistan must increase its water reserves. Shahbaz Sharif strongly condemned India's violations of the Indus Water Treaty. Meanwhile, Pakistan's Foreign Office thanked the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague for its supplementary decision on 27th June, affirming the validity and continuation of the Indus Water Treaty related to the Kishanganga case. Pakistan's Foreign Office says this decision supports the treaty's continuation. We do not know India's Foreign Office's interpretation of this. This is an ongoing case related to the Kishanganga River. where a supplemental decision came in late June 2025, reaffirming the treaty's validity. The World Bank's president Ajay Banga, if I recall correctly, said India cannot go against the treaty. It can only be replaced by another treaty after talks. These are current major issues in Pakistan's Foreign Office and Prime Minister's mind because India has stopped water flow. There is a dam above called the Talal Dam, which they had to open because they don't have water reservoir capacity behind it. But despite this, the water shortage and scarcity in Pakistan is being felt. However, beyond this, there is another very interesting thing. While we're talking about denuclearization and such, I have in my hand, and I'll also show it on the screen, a major beautiful English newspaper from Pakistan published in Karachi, a professional paper called Business Recorder. This is a story from Business Recorder, whose title is Rank 100 Celebrate Like Number 1, meaning the position is rank 100, 100th rank, but they are celebrating it as if they have come number 1. Essentially, after the budget in Pakistan, the government is celebrating a lot that our situation has improved tremendously. Inflation is under control, the dollar has been managed, everything has been done. Now, if I read out a few sentences from this story in English, please forgive me. I will read in English and comment in Urdu as well. Actually, the Henley Passport Index is being celebrated in Pakistan, and it's being said that this is a great success. The term being used is that Pakistan's passport's global mobility has improved. Business Recorder has written this analysis. Take, for instance, the recent spectacle over the Henley Passport Index, that is, the big news on the Henley Passport Index in Pakistan. The government of Pakistan's official Twitter account proudly declared that Pakistan Passport earns global recognition, calling it a notable milestone in global mobility. It sounds pretty impressive until you read the fine print. Pakistan ranks 100 out of 103, 3 only below are Syria, Iraq and Afghanistan. So the Henley Passport Index compares 103 passports, and Pakistan is at 100th position, only above Syria, Iraq and Afghanistan. Syria has just come out of civil war and may move up soon. Iraq is in very bad condition, and below Pakistan is Afghanistan. All other countries rank above Pakistan, but Pakistan's government is celebrating this as global mobility. After 1 or 2 paragraphs, the story goes on, and I've marked one paragraph in red on the screen to show you. It says, never mind that, Pakistan's English is very good in this newspaper. If you look just at the English, it's not the kind of English you'd expect. Never mind that Pakistan's global mobility score of 32 means visa-free and visa-on-arrival access to just 32 countries. They are saying that there are 32 countries where Pakistanis can get visa on arrival on their passport. Then they write, a list that could double as a geography quiz most Pakistanis would fail. This is a geography test and quiz where most Pakistanis would fail because nobody even knows the names of these countries where Pakistanis get visa-free passport entry. The countries' names are little known. First is Tuvalu, no one knows where it is. Then Niue and Palau Islands on the map, nobody knows the spelling either. Then, among the countries where visa-free access is given are Vanuatu, Micronesia and Montserrat. This is basically Business Recorder's story about who they're fooling with their digital mobility claims. Now the situation is that while we are moving towards denuclearization, Israel and India simultaneously, neither of them are doing only one. They're both moving ahead to do it. India is preparing seriously, focusing on attacking Pakistan with Israel, making big war preparations. But there are other kinds of news coming from there. This week, India's economy and big companies there expect that the trade deal between America and India will be finalized, and the Indian mission in Washington extended their trip by a few days, wanting to wrap things up quickly. As a result, in the last 24 hours, major Indian companies have had a big rally in the stock market. Their prices have increased. Which companies? These are all technology types: Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Tata Steel, Tata Motors, Tata Consultancy. All their stocks rose. No one knows why exactly. Anyway, what is Donald Trump trying to do? What is happening? Donald Trump says the $45 billion trade deficit gap, which is actually a surplus in India's favor, has to be filled. There are 3 or 4 important areas, especially 3 very important. One is auto parts and autos. The second is agricultural products, where America and Donald Trump want India to import agricultural products from the US, including farm products like corn. Third issue is quality control restrictions, which is very interesting. Pakistani businesses, when talks happened last time in 2014, always said that Indians are very harsh and they have their own quality control labs in the market. They say Pakistani products and industries do not meet their quality control standards. This is all their fraud and drama, a trade barrier. I thought maybe Indian market has technical standards that Pakistani industries do not meet, but similar technical quality control restrictions are also placed on the US, and Americans are not accepting them either. This shows that Pakistani businessmen were right. Indian government is doing drama over technical requirements and quality control to avoid opening the market to them. Now they will have to open it because obviously US pressure is on. Now, the matter here is not about poor and helpless government or businesses of Pakistan, but what is happening inside America. Before moving on from Pakistan, look at what's happening here. There is a war started again between Donald Trump and Elon Musk, which has intensified sharply in 48 hours. Elon Musk has recently attacked the Republican Party and Donald Trump. The background is that Republicans barely passed the big, beautiful tax bill, expenditure-cutting bill by Donald Trump, by just 1 or 2 votes after much effort. The Republican Party is very split over this bill, which reduces taxes by $4.5 trillion for rich Americans. Republicans or Trump say this is a stimulus that will greatly increase productivity, production, business, and America's growth. But critics, Democrats and media, say it will increase America's debt by $3.3 trillion. And this is the party and president who came to reduce debt. And the Republican Party wants debt reduction. This is the usual accusation on Democrats. Now, the current situation is that, according to the New York Times, pure Americans will be the biggest victims because their health, nutrition, and many facilities expenses like Medicare will reduce. Republicans themselves are very split on this bill, and it looks like when it goes again to the House, it will not be easy to pass because many Republicans oppose it. Elon Musk has threatened that anyone voting for this bill from the Republican Party will be targeted in the 2026 midterms, and he will ensure these Republican representatives lose. Donald Trump might not be afraid of Elon Musk, but Republicans are quite worried because the president might survive Elon Musk, but Elon Musk can hurt him. And if a normal congressman faces an organized propaganda campaign like Elon Musk's, who raises a lot of money for lobbying, it will be hard. Congressmen collect hundreds of thousands weekly for lobbying and ads. If Elon Musk, with his 220 billion Twitter followers and other methods, attacks, congressmen are very scared. Elon Musk has said if this bill passes, then a third New America Party should be formed, and he will ensure the 2026 midterm elections don't succeed for those Republicans. There is a big chance Republicans will face a heavy defeat in 2026 midterms. Trump has been asked about Musk and responded strongly, saying he will do whatever it takes. He was also asked if Elon Musk, who is a naturalized citizen from South Africa, can be deported. Trump said they are considering deporting him, but if they couldn't deport Khalil Mahmood, a Palestinian student, despite trying hard, how will they deport Elon Musk? Trump also threatened to end SpaceX's federal contracts and Tesla subsidies, and Elon Musk should forget about rockets, missiles, satellites, and SpaceX. Now the question arises, why is this happening? This is a very interesting and crucial question. Elon Musk isn't foolish, so what is the method behind this madness? Powerful rich people like Jeff Bezos, who recently got married on Venus with Donald Trump attending with a whole entourage, don't make such fuss. Why did Elon Musk pick a fight with Trump knowing full well that federal grants and SpaceX programs are involved? People observing business say Elon Musk has suffered a lot of losses. His Starlink program isn't selling well, Tesla is losing badly, its share price falling. A few months ago, Elon Musk's market capitalization was assessed at $1 trillion, making him the richest person. He still is the richest person, but now his worth is about $400 billion, still 150 billion more than the second richest person. If you and I had 10 crores, but were left with only 4 crores, we'd have a heart attack. But he is like a lion's cub now, with 400 billion instead of 1 trillion, still wanting to fight Trump. Why? Because according to some analysts, his entire consumer commercial market base was liberal. Tesla's consumers, buyers of the upcoming Cybertruck, are liberals. When he supported Trump and Musk, the liberal crowd got angry and stopped buying his products. This is the situation in Europe and Chinese markets. Chinese market is doing well, but in Europe, the liberal, educated classes that bought his product have stopped. Musk did not take any position against Joran Mamdani on stage either. Now, by fighting Trump, Elon Musk wants to improve his market presence. Surprisingly, his position has been welcomed by a country you wouldn't have guessed: China. Elon Musk was already popular there, but in the past 48 hours, he has become more popular. People there see him as a hero, and The Guardian's headline says 1 billion Chinese with you, 1 billion people of the world standing by Elon Musk. Now, what will be the outcome of this conflict between Elon Musk and Donald Trump? It's hard to predict, but there are several important angles to consider. Firstly, Elon Musk's confrontation with Trump is not just a personal clash, but also reflects deeper political and economic divisions in America. Musk's influence through Twitter and his immense financial resources allow him to shape public opinion and political outcomes in ways few individuals can. Secondly, Musk's position aligns more with the globalist, liberal and tech elite sectors, while Trump represents populist, nationalist and conservative America. This ideological battle plays out in various arenas, from trade policies and regulatory decisions to technology, climate change and international relations. Thirdly, Musk's growing popularity in China is very significant. China sees him as a key figure who can maintain and expand tech and economic ties despite geopolitical tensions. Musk's companies, including Tesla and SpaceX, are critical for both his business empire and China's ambitions in technology and clean energy. Finally, this power struggle could impact the upcoming US elections and policies toward countries like Pakistan, India and Israel. Trade deals, sanctions, military aid and diplomatic strategies could shift depending on who gains the upper hand in Washington. To sum up, Pakistan continues to struggle with economic and water crises while celebrating dubious achievements like its passport ranking. India aggressively moves forward on trade and military fronts, building closer ties with the US and Israel. Inside the US, a fierce battle rages between Trump and Musk, reflecting broader ideological and economic tensions with far-reaching consequences. That wraps up our translation of Moeed Pirzada's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.